that it's all in there, and you just press the button and it starts, sucking and pumping away.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, dude, thank you for letting me borrow this.
Yeah. Hey, look, I got it from your dad. He was very generous. He didn't want me sharing it with you just because your relationship with him is strained at the moment. And, I think as an apology, he said he was going to send you a video of him demonstrating to kind of pass it down the lineage.
That would be great, because I look at that thing and I actually have no clue how to use it.
Yeah.
I know obviously I put my, wiener through that hole and then turn it on, but it's supposed to stretch it, and I do it every day. Do you know how long I'm supposed to do it for?
It's up to personal preference.
Okay, well, I'm looking to at least get 2 inches out of this, so thanks. Means a lot.
No problem.
You want to get started?
Sure.
Welcome to SuperMega Show, ladies and germs. I'm here with my best buddy in the whole wide world, Ryan McGee.
And I'm contractually obligated to say that I'm with my best buddy, Matt Watson.
That's right. And we're both contractually obligated to say we are best friends, and we are so excited for this episode of the podcast, and our sponsors are so awesome. So
particularly the one that's giving us the most money.
Exactly. Which is, I don't know.
I don't know.
They all give us so much money. It's crazy.
Oh, we don't have too many sponsors right now.
No. We're slowly getting them.
Yeah.
Slowly picking them up. If you want to sponsor this podcast, just hit us up. Don't. What?
Just testing out if people could read the...
It's a sick shirt.
Yeah, we got it in a mail video.
You're the one that taught me what Riz meant.
Really?
Yeah.
Gotta have some Riz, and you're the one that I think figured out that it was attached to charisma.
No, you were the one that told me that. I had no clue.
I didn't know that at all.
I didn't know what Riz meant.
I taught you Riz. I didn't know that it was connected to charisma. So you're fabricating again.
I swear to God, you told me that it means
Lying
charisma.
Watson, it's not the first time.
I swear you told me it's short for charisma.
I remember you telling me that.
Then who told me it's short for charisma?
Maybe your dad?
Yeah, he's pretty up to date with Gen Z lingo. He really follows that stuff closely.
You know what your dad's not up to date with?
What?
Your mom, because they're divorced.
That is true, man. Put her there. They are divorced. I don't think he listens to the podcast, but sometimes I think he does. So maybe he puts it on in the background on the TV while he paints his gay little pictures.
Yeah.
And goes,
and
that's
you're
my
not
boy.
Describing the pictures in any negative fashion.
No.
He does homoerotic paintings for charity.
Yeah, it's very Tom of Finland style, big muscular leather, motorcycles, man-on-man love. And he donates them all to charity, which I think is very, very noble of him. But he probably puts us on in the background. Hi, Dad, if you're listening. I know my mom is.
Hey, Elder Watson.
He's not going to like that.
Well, he's old.
Elder Watson is a cool.
One day you're going to take up the mantle of Elder Watson.
You know what's crazy? Thinking that you could still be just kicking it in 2080. We're going to go through the fucking 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s.
We need to experience them all over again.
I know. We're going to get to live through the 60s.
We didn't get to experience the fun of the 70s, so now we just need to wait a little bit, and it's going to retroactively. There's going to be the 2070s. There's going to be something where it's 70s. There's going to be some sort of trend.
I wonder what music will sound like in the 70s. You okay? Don't get a little barf on that shirt.
No. I definitely can't. This is one of the best shirts we've ever received. Again, I want to stay. I just want to make sure people can read it. And for the audio listeners, it's a shirt with Jesus Christ about to get a sick dunk with a basketball on a basketball net. There's some trees in the background, and it says, "He is risen."
It is pretty cool.
But risen, not spelled like R-S-E-N. R-I-S-E-N, sorry. It's spelled R-I-Z-Z-I-N. Yeah, not E-N. I-N. Like Riz, Matt's sister has a lot of Riz.
Yes, she does. She has a lot of that,
especially
Riz.
At social family gatherings.
Yeah, she rizzes up all my cousins. This is like the Matt Watson family episode. We got my mom in, we got my dad in, now we got my sister.
Missing? Cousin Forrest.
I don't want to make jokes about him.
Why?
You keep bringing Cousin Forrest up. I told you he was shot by police in Miami, and it's a very difficult fucking thing to think. Like, I don't... Okay, he would want me to be happy. He'd want me to laugh, so...
He loved Super Mega.
I know. He had the tattoo on his neck right next to the other one that might have explained why he was shot, but, you know, I bet Cousin Forrest is full of riz, and when he sees a...
Jesus Christ in heaven.
Latina gyat up in heaven, maybe he, skibbity toilets. I don't know. This is disrespectful.
You're the one saying it.
You were the one that brought him up.
So that gives you a right to make disrespectful remarks about him?
I didn't say anything. That was positive. Cousin Forrest, I need to pray real quick.
It was positive that Cousin Forrest is rizzing up some, as you put it, Latina gyat in heaven.
With skibbity toilet.
With skibbity toilet.
Yeah. I think that's respectful.
Okay.
Let me pray real quick, and I'll ask, Lord, please, forgive me and tell Cousin Forrest I'm sorry for saying that he has riz and the Latina gyat and skibbity toilet. Thank you. Amen.
Good. That was good. That was a good prayer.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, I used to pray and send messages to my grandma in heaven through, like, praying to God. I'm like, now, God, this is from my grandma. And I would, like, think in my head the message I wanted to send to my grandma. And I truly thought it was, like, getting beamed straight from my little brain up to the kingdom of heaven with the Prince of Peace.
The best phone line there is.
It is. It's pretty nice. I remember this kid in my middle school was like, do you talk to God? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, what? He calls you on the phone? And I was like, ah!
No, I mean, I just remember always getting upset whenever someone was like, I felt God, like I felt the word of God, like if they were listening to a song and had their hands up during whatever. I was like, he's not speaking to me. How come I'm not hearing God? Because they'd always say it was like, God spoke to me. And
right.
I'm like, holy shit. As a kid, you're like, God spoke to you?
Like,
and really, I think it's their roundabout way of like, I saw, essentially it would be, let's say, someone's dad loved bird watching and he passed away. And then they see a bird on a branch, like some random morning. And it's like, God spoke to me and told me my dad was okay. You know, I think it's more in that realm.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I thought, holy shit, this adult just got a one-on-one with the big man upstairs himself.
I always was, same way as you. I thought it was like you physically hear the word of God. And I remember like thinking that, oh, well, I'll just hear it inside my head. Like I'll hear the voice inside my head. And I kind of tricked myself a couple times into thinking I did, where I'm like, oh, that was God.
It's just like your air conditioning turning on with the doom, doom.
Christ!
Like you'll start to make things like that be like, God, just say something. Then you'll hear like, ah! It's like,
oh, whoa. You hear a crow outside. Like, yeah. It's the Prince of Peace. I remember, though.
Murder of crows signifying the Prince of Peace.
I was on a youth group retreat, and I remember, like, sobbing my eyes out because it was an emotional, like, night where they're, like, softly strumming the guitar, and we're supposed to be having moments with God, and I'm sobbing. You were
retreating from your sins.
I couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel God the same way, and I see these middle school girls talking in tongues going, and I was like, God is touching them. And
oh, dude, I went to a service where a family member of mine spoke tongues. And I remember it shocked me. I was young because it was like, Ryan. And I remember being like, did Jesus just say my name? And I remember going in the car and like with my mom at that point, and I was like I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And I started crying, and I was like, Mom, God said my name. Or like, Jesus said my name. He was talking to me. And my mom was like, I heard it, sweetie. I heard it. So fucked.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, that's... Putting that kind of stuff in a kid's head is like...
I know.
Like, having...
Like, Santa Claus is fine.
Santa Claus is fine. It's all in good fun.
The Tooth Fairy is fine. Like, the Easter Bunny, great.
But an all-seeing guy in the sky who is watching you 24/7, knows all your thoughts,
determines whether your friends or family members are going to burn in hell for eternity or be able to kick their feet back up in the big clouds of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a big deal in
He's
your
a big
life
deal
at that point. If you grew up Christian,
and it instills a lot of fear. And like looking back, being in like 6th grade and like being like on the floor, curled up in a ball, crying, like that's crazy. Like that doesn't feel right.
No, it's emotional manipulation.
You know, if you and I started like a youth group service, we could take teens on like a youth retreat that, you know, we could do it right, where there's no crying or tears, but, you know, they'll hear from God, but we'll like hide it. We'll have like a speaker, and you'll be praying like, Lord, reveal yourself. And then, you know, I can be hiding somewhere with a microphone like, it's I, God.
Wait, God?
And probably everyone would be fucking astounded. They'd go, what?
Astounded.
Mm-hmm. I just created it.
Okay.
It works though.
No,
You know what I meant from it.
Astounded.
It's a combination of stunned and astounded.
Astounded. I like
Astounded.
it. Astounded.
Thanks, man.
You're coining shit, and I like that you have the mental capacity to create new words at a whim.
Dude, you do too, man. Like you've got such immeasurable talent when it comes to literary creation. You wrote a damn fucking book, dude.
You helped me write the book.
We both wrote the book, but your input was the best in the whole book.
Stop.
You did write some of the funniest parts.
As did you. The funny brothers did it together.
It was very fun. We talk about this so much. It's like, we're writing the book. Writing the book was just fun as fuck. Like, that was such a fun project.
I mean, think about it. You know, hell wouldn't have been created if Eve didn't get a little help from that snake.
That's true. I got a question. You know, if, like, God's fighting the devil, can't God just... if God sees the future, too, why did he do all this? Why is he like, oh, I'm fighting a war I created?
Because he made the ultimate mistake in giving humans free will. Still drowned a shit ton of them in the Bible.
Yeah, like God. I love that God basically just restarted his game. He got pretty far into it and was like, I don't really like these guys. I don't really like this save file, and just wiped everyone out.
But so far, the new save, he's been chugging along. He's got a lot of hours in it.
Yeah, a lot of hours. Until I'm hoping he doesn't hit the point where he's like, I'm bored of this one. I'm gonna restart again. Makes a fucking comet smash into the earth, and then, you know, takes a couple centuries, and then
like with the dinosaurs.
He was playing around with the dinosaurs, and he's like, wow, these guys are pretty cool. Got bored of it and was like, I'm gonna do some crazy shit. Smash that comet into the earth, and
just like how y'all should smash that like button.
And that skibbity toilet.
What's with the skibbity toilet?
Dude, what's with the
skibbity toilet today specifically?
I've just been on a skibbity toilet kick. The kids like it.
We're like, what, 10 episodes into the new podcast?
I don't know, dude. I still don't even know what it is, but I just know that when you say it, Gen Z claps and screams.
What else? Gyat. Adin Ross.
You know, dude, nothing will ever beat that clip of Adin Ross looking up what
trying to read
what fascist means.
There has to be a point in it though where it's like some of it is purposeful.
It's like, is he faking being that stupid? Because I can't imagine being that stupid.
What was, like, I guess his because I'm trying to think of, like, what is he known for, and that's streaming. He's known for.
I don't know.
Did he do something big before he popped off on streaming, or was it just like a?
He just blew up for streaming and talking. Same with, like, did Kai Cenat do anything before? Like, he's kind of in the same boat with Adin Ross, where
they streamed day in, day out. And if you know anything about streaming, it's the most mentally taxing job there can be.
It is one of the hardest jobs in the entire workforce.
Fuck janitors at a high school.
Yeah, no, streaming is something that is not only physically taxing, but emotionally taxing. And, like, to only receive a couple $100,000 a month to do that is, like, you know, that's a sacrifice.
I have to seek out a separate therapist just for after we stream on Fridays. I have to go and see him and just talk about the turmoil that I had on stream.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like I'm having a lot of fun playing video games and watching videos and talking to a bunch of people that really enjoy the content that Matt and I produce. But in actuality, it's just draining.
It just
it takes the light out of my soul, and I have to go to a therapist and kind of figure some things out about that.
My mom, you know, she'd have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning 5 days a week and, you know, go to school and teach kids and then leave at like 4 p.m. And she complains that was a real, you know, she did that for like 20, 30 years. And I'm like, Mom, I stream. Are you really complaining to me right now?
I can understand, Mom. I stream. I get it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I get it.
I thought it was kind of disrespectful for her to even compare her struggles with working to mine. And it's like, I got pissed off during the pandemic when, you know, they're saying that, oh, streamers aren't essential workers.
I'm thinking of starting a streamers union.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
To make sure that all of our rights are met. And part of that will be changing it so that we can watch full feature-length movies on stream without commentating.
Yes! We could sit back and fucking watch, get donations, don't have to say anything.
You could sit back, you know, chat could chill, watch your empty chair for a good hour.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Like, especially if you had to go grab some pizza for the movie. You're like, hold on, I'll be right back. Put on, that's where feature-length movies would be great. It's like, oh, I'm going to try to save some money. I'm going to go out with my friends and have a wonderful steak dinner. In the meantime, here's some Peabody and Sherman. And then the full-length movie Peabody and Sherman plays for the audience to enjoy. And hopefully they'll still be able to, you know, donate to you and such. But
dude, you are full of great ideas. Like, that brain of yours, I don't know how it works. Especially with being drained so much from streaming. Like, you're still able. That's what impresses me about you, Ryan, is like, even though you emotionally drain yourself with doing a stream once a week, you still are able to just pull these ideas from your brain, and it's kind of beautiful, you know?
Thank you, man.
I just keep seeing this image of like us in the background of a Cenat stream. So it's like he's just sitting there in his chair, kind of like
And are we like?
We're just in the background, like with the rest of the people that I feel like he's always sitting like this.
I don't, you know, everyone has their own come up or whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares if like I don't like a specific type of content? I personally just can't make it through where like every word that is uttered is yelled. I can't.
Well, I don't like.
It's very hectic, and I can understand for a younger audience that's fun and stuff. I mean, imagine
It's the meta.
I mean, think of the things that you and I were into when we were young. You know, loud, abrasive, obnoxious. Think of Jackass. That
Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sure. The duality of Jackass and Fanboy and Chum Chum being watched at the same time.
I had a VR headset. One eye is Jackass. The other eye is Fanboy and Chum Chum. It was a very psychedelic experience. But it's like,
you can't judge, you know, for what fucking kids are watching, liking, and whatever.
I don't like Adin Ross. Cenat, I don't know enough about to really have an opinion. But I mean,
know that he streams. He's one of the bigger streamers.
Yeah, he's just a big streamer.
Adin's just proven to just kind of. I don't know if he like holds beliefs. I think he just says a bunch of shit. I think he just kind of like he says stuff. There's two options, right? He says stuff knowingly to get a reaction, much like we've seen like the Paul brothers do in the past to garner attention. Actually, there's three options. And then the next option after that first one is that he is truly stupid and truly changes his opinion on a whim based on the last thing he heard. And then there's the third option where it's just all of the above for A and B, where it's just like he's stupid and also does stuff for attention.
I think it's probably that one. That's the most realistic, where it's like, to a big degree, he is a fucking idiot, but also like he recognizes that, oh, if I you know, simp for Andrew Tate, you know, people are gonna that's going to get engagement.
He did have his Andrew Tate era.
Remember, he shaved his head and everything, and he sniffed his Andrew Tate's chair after he sat in it.
Yeah, and then he wore a robe with Andrew Tate.
And then Andrew Tate got arrested because Adin Ross leaked on stream by accident a message from him. He like just read it out loud that he was planning on fleeing Romania, and then they go and arrest Andrew Tate because he's so stupid.
I don't know. There's a lot of those streamers that like I can't, and I hate to put them in the same pool because I really don't know too much about them besides like what I see of Adin Ross appear online every now and then. But it's like I don't know. It seems like there's a very specific group of annoying people that are just Adin Ross, Neon, Kai, Cenat. As we've said before, I don't really know much about him. I know the only thing I really know is that time that he tried to give away a computer and created a mob in New York or some shit.
Created
like
a mass hysteria. Like
yeah.
fucking, I did, and they were filming it from like a helicopter, and it was like insane.
So dumb. But overall, I guess that's the difference in kind of like, because Kick is seen as where Adin Ross streams and a bunch of other people. The Kick is seen as was created because people thought like Twitch was too random in its bans, or like they weren't
Too woke.
not, I guess too woke.
That's
Yes.
more Rumble, I think.
Yeah, Rumble's definitely. I think more so it's just like there's just no rhyme or reason to how Twitch treats its terms and conditions.
Yeah.
They just kind of pick and choose who it applies to, which is done for every platform. Even YouTube does that shit.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess Kick was made, and that's where all of like the kind of degeneracy was allowed, and there's an open gate for a lot of that shit on Kick.
And they also not only allow gambling on Kick, where Twitch does not allow that, right?
I thought Twitch went back on the no gambling thing.
Oh, maybe they did.
I can't
I'm not up to
remember.
date with. I'm so busy streaming once a week that I don't keep up with all this stream news. And as soon as stream ends, I am mentally drained for the next week from all that hard work. So it's like I don't really read the news or check up on what's new with the Twitch stuff. But
you've heard that Jake Paul is gonna fight Mike Tyson at some point on Netflix or some shit, and now it's gonna be an official fight. Not just a
exhibition fight.
No
way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's going to go on each fighter's permanent
punch
record.
card.
Yeah. their boxing record, their official boxing record.
Damn. That would be interesting to watch. I will admit. Like, that would be entertaining. I'm not going to lie and say, fuck that. Watching. I mean, they're both good boxers. That's what I hate to admit about Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Is he seems like he's pretty good at boxing.
He could kick someone's ass.
Yeah.
He could beat. He's not. While he picks his opponents carefully, he is. I don't think he's also just like just a 100% only YouTube guy. Or how do I want to word this? He's not just a YouTube personality that wants to do a bunch of this stupid boxing shit for clout. I think he does have a passion for it. So I think that he takes it seriously. I think he takes his training seriously and all that, which I think throws a lot of people off guard when he does go to fight someone and he knocks someone out. They're like, Jake Paul fucking actually took this seriously? It's like, yeah, he's taking this seriously.
Well, he's not the only one. You're forgetting Boogie. Boogie is,
Well, Boogie fought... What's his name?
Wings of Redemption. A fellow South Carolinian.
Oh boy!
It's the big
You've
South
been watching
Carolina.
a lot of Boogie lately.
Not a lot. I just watch every now and then.
Every time I walk into the office, you're just kind of like watching his new vlogs or whatever he has posted.
Hey, it's actually time to go to commercial break. We're at 23 minutes. So hey guys, please enjoy this commercial break. Don't fucking say that.
Whoa, welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between and outside of the spectrum.
That's right.
We are here once again after an ad break to bring you more conversation from me, Ryan McGee.
And me, Matthew H. Watson. You know what the H stands for?
Henry.
Close.
Hobbs. Sorry.
Yep.
I forgot. I don't know why I forgot that.
Mm-hmm. Silly goose.
Matt Hobbs Watson.
Just like from the comic book, Calvin and Hobbes. It's actually Hobbes, but I just say Hobbes. It's easier.
Yeah.
It's like Latin or something. But hey, man, what you been up to lately? You been when you get home, you've been kicking those shoes off, letting those piggies breathe. Maybe playing a little video games, a little Binding of Isaac, maybe.
I play some game. I'm still playing a little bit of Binding of Isaac from time to time. I started. I'm doing a dual playthrough. I'm playing Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 right now.
At the same time?
I guess because what happened was I started a new run of Fallout 3, and while I was playing it, I'm probably playing it for about 4 hours at this point, where I have this kind of thought. I'm like, I've beaten this game. I've played its DLC, and I love it. And there's no reason that you shouldn't go back and replay a game. But one game that I still haven't gotten around to beating was Fallout 4. I would always start a new save file and cut out in between 4 to 15 hours. I would probably stop. And I'm going at it again. I'm giving it another try.
Yeah.
But I guess if that fails, then I'll probably just revert back to playing Fallout 3 again. But I'm trying to give Fallout 4 another chance.
Why have you fallen off? Why'd you have a fallout with it each time?
No, I like that. Come on, dude. You're a little wisecracker.
I am a wisecracker.
Exactly.
So, but why is it a more boring, or like is the gameplay annoying, or
they add. Okay, there's two things that kind of make it a little less enjoyable experience for me personally. One is the change to the dialogue option in Fallout 3, because that came out in 2008. So I was playing it when I was like 13 or some shit like that. The dialogue options, you have a bunch, and sometimes there's like a long paragraph or a short word, but there's a lot of personality to what you're saying.
Sure. And it's verbatim in Fallout 3.
And I think we've discussed this before. Yeah.
I don't remember if we discussed this, just you and me, or if we discussed it on the podcast.
Whatever. They get to hear it again, I guess.
2 episodes in a row? Wow.
But yeah. So in Fallout 4, you get only 4 options of dialogue when you're interacting with someone, because they connect it to the Y, X, B, and A button.
And there was more in 3?
Yeah. In 3, you're able to have more options.
Right.
Like the people making the game, they're able to put more options in there.
Nice.
And in this one, it's just kind of like, why not? Yes, no, maybe. And then your character will expound upon that maybe, but you don't know what that maybe entails.
Oh,
you don't know
I
what
see.
That yes entails.
It's like
that
you don't feel like you're fully in control of your dialogue and responses, because you just kind of
you're playing a character. You're just watching a character.
Okay, we definitely talked about this on the podcast, because now I remember saying it's more of the vibe than the actual response.
And then the second thing would be the settlement system, because in Fallout 4 they introduce the ability that you can in certain areas make settlements around the map where people can come, and you can set up like merchant routes, and you can build buildings and build fun little ecosystems for people to walk around in, for all the NPCs to be in.
That's cool.
But that's like a part of the game that I'm going to try to embrace a little more maybe this time, because I always try to say fuck it, because I remember the first time I played the game, there's a guy named Preston who wears a cowboy hat, and he's a part of the Minutemen.
The guy that lives next door to you, or is this someone in the game?
He's in the game.
Oh, okay.
And he will update you whenever a settlement of yours is under attack. And it gets to the point where you're trying to just do all of these. There's so many side quests, and there's so much to do in the game that you're trying to do a main quest and a side quest, but then you'll get a settlement is under attack.
So you just have to keep fucking.
So then you have to like go back to the settlement, help them out, because I didn't put much care into my settlement, so their defense was low and all that other shit. It was just something that I didn't feel like keeping track of, that I think took away from my experience of experiencing the game.
Damn, that's valid.
Yeah, but I'm giving it another shot. I'm giving it another fair swing.
Hey man, give them some fucking defense this time in your settlement, man. Maybe you won't have to go back as much.
Oh, something that you're gonna be excited about though in gaming news. Chewbacca is being added into Fortnite.
Fuck off.
No, serious, he is. I'm not lying this time. I'm not pulling your leg.
Okay, this is a big deal for me.
And maybe Lando Calrissian. And the Cantina song is going to come into the jam tracks.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Lando. Lando is almost the name of Cousin Forrest's older brother, Cousin Landon.
R.I.P. Not to Landon, but
no.
Forrest.
Cousin Landon is alive and well. He lives in Costa Rica, does real estate or something.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know. He's actually the only one of my cousins that hits me up frequently. Well, no, I have another cousin that talks to me pretty frequently. Actually, 2 more. So, Cousin Landon's pretty epic, though. Let's get a round of applause for Cousin Landon, please.
And maybe Cousin Landon's name up and finally with some confetti or something.
Maybe like just his picture and his full name.
Yeah.
You know what game I just remembered? I don't know why. Oh, it's because you were talking about the defense stuff with the settlement. Do you remember this game? I don't know if you do, but it was for Wii, and this is old. This is like 2008, 2009, where
I'm listening.
you had there was like a little castle, and it was made out of like construction paper and buttons and stuff, and you had all these little stickmen that run towards it, and the stickmen are made out of like buttons and stuff, and you have to pick them up and throw them, and they fall to their deaths, and you have to keep doing that to protect your castle, and every level it gets harder, and more of them rush your castle, and you have to like upgrade with like tower defense stuff.
I never played this. Was it like a full game, or was it like...
Yeah.
Okay.
It was so much fun. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Y'all remember that game? It was.
Y'all remember that game now?
You could do it. You could do co-op. If we can find that game, that would be a really fun stream game.
Find it.
Also, you know what game I've been?
Yeah, but then we'd have to get a working Wii, and those are
We have a working
bitch
Wii
to set up.
And we have
in terms for streaming and stuff.
we have the
aren't they?
converter box.
Do we have it all? Like, do we know where it all is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I've kind of had a craving lately, and I don't know why.
Craving for?
A game that I want to try that I've never played.
What's that?
It's Sid Meier's Civilization.
Oh, Civ.
Yeah, I kind of want to try Civ because I like that kind of stuff, and I feel like that's fun.
It's weird you mention that because I've always had a pull to those types of games in terms of wanting to try it, but it always was very
daunting.
Yes, it was very daunting. But there's this game that came out recently that's in kind of like early access. I think what is it called? Something Manor King. I wish I could remember what its name was. Hold up. I gotta find out to
Yeah, for me it's the same thing with like EVE Online. I've always been like fascinated, and I would love to try EVE Online, but I know that it's like the second I start playing EVE Online, I'm just gonna be getting killed, and you're gonna have all these guys that put
so much money and time into the game.
12 hours a day into it, and all of their money into it, and it's just not even gonna be fun for me.
The game I was talking about, though, looked it up. It's called Manor Lords, and it's a game where you build you start out, very small, and this is what it seems to me. I haven't done a deep dive on the game, but you build like a village, and you eventually will upgrade it, and there will be bandits that come to try to attack, and eventually you'll have, I guess, your own like kind of little big city or kingdom, and other kingdoms and stuff will try to attack you. And a cool part in this one, which is something that I always loved, they did it in like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, whereas like you could go on the rides and stuff in first person. In this one, you can like go and walk around your town, and I think even fight in the battles that happen, like from a singular third person.
Oh, that's
perspective.
cool.
You like my underwear?
Oh, martinis. Ooh, extra dirty. There's
Right?
hold on, 3 olives in that glass. That's an extra dirty.
And I don't like olives.
What about in martinis?
I wish it wasn't in there, but
What? I like my martinis extra dirty. I say add some more olive juice to that bad boy. It's delightful.
disgusting.
I think martinis were my favorite cocktail.
Why is that?
I don't know. I like the olive juice and the olives a lot. That's a big draw. Also, martinis are just pure alcohol. Like it's literally just alcohol. So it was a fun one. You just need like one.
Yeah.
But no longer am I damaging my liver with these toxins.
Good.
I wonder what how much healthier my liver is now. It's been 9 months.
Definitely doing a lot better.
Or whatever side it's on. I gave him a little break. Gave him a rest.
For now.
For now.
Until your wacky 80s.
Oh yeah. Honestly, the last 10 years of my life, I'm going crazy. I'm like, I've done everything. I'm going to do heroin. I'm going to drink every day.
Why
like,
not?
Why not?
If you haven't experienced it.
It's
what
not
harm are you as an 80-year-old doing heroin to someone else?
No, and like, and what harm does it do? It's not like I have future prospects ahead of me.
Yeah.
That it's like, oh, this is going to ruin my...
You're just trying to have fun in the last decade of your life.
Exactly, you know?
I can't fault a brother in that.
Thank you. We could do it together, man.
Or a sister. If a sister wants to do heroin at the age of 80, they're more
You
than
and
welcome.
You and I both at 80 could be shooting up heroin together. Just think about it. Just think about it. You got plenty of time to decide. You've got 50 years to decide.
All right.
So just think on it. But I also have been kind of wanting to play Sim City. I know that a lot of people say Cities Skyline
is the more
good
appropriate one.
So maybe I'll try that. But I really like the old Sim City where it's like 2D graphics and it's isometric and you build it up. Like that was a really fun one. I played that one a little bit. And also there used to be this website. Fuck, I forgot what it was called. But you'd get your own web page and it would be a little like tiny city. And it starts off with just like a couple buildings. And basically every time someone visits your page, every like page view adds like up to the population of your city.
Can you sit there and refresh?
No, I don't think so. Or maybe you could, but you needed big numbers.
Okay.
So you would just basically, there was no gameplay. You would just share it and want people to click on it because every click was like a new number on the population. And as this population goes up, the city gets bigger and nicer buildings. And it was really cool. I forgot what it's called, and I wonder if it's still around. I was visiting my cousins in Seattle, and they showed me back when I was a youngin', and I kind of got obsessed, and I was like just checking it like crazy.
I think that's just something that like a switch flips at some point in your like mid to late 20s for some reason, where all of a sudden it's like, maybe I'll get into civilization building games.
Yeah.
You know, because I have that pull, and I do want to try out Manor Lords, because I just like the idea of creating like a little village and then making sure that there's, I don't know. I still don't know what it entails, but like making sure that there's a farm so they can have food, and making sure there's grain and all this other stuff.
Right.
And maybe opening up a supply line to another city.
McGee
and making
City.
sure my defense is up for bandits. And then if I want to like really enjoy my town that I've made, I just go into that third person mode and walk around it.
That's cool.
I like that feature. That feature's
That's really cool.
Interesting.
Like maybe they do, I don't know, but if they had that in like City Skyline, that'd be really cool. Where it's like, oh, you can like walk around the city
or
that
at least
you're building.
drive a car around the city.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they have that ability.
SimCity's hard though. I played the very first one where it's like pixel art and it's very, very basic, and I had no fucking clue what I was doing. When I built that arcade cabinet, it was one of the ROMs I put on it, and I just sat there for like 2 hours playing this. I had no clue what I was doing. It was very difficult. But it was fun. I had a good time. But is Civ multiplayer at all? Do you know that?
I don't know. I would expect it. I can look it up real quick.
Another... have you played Factorio? Because that's like a resource management game.
But I haven't. The design doesn't appeal to me.
Oh, really?
Game. Yeah.
I love the design, but I tried it and it was hard. I think with one player, I might just be a noob, but with one player just by myself, I was kind of confused. And
multiplayer is a game mode that is available in most of the Civilization games. In this mode, 2 or more humans play against each other and or AI opponents on a difficulty level and with game settings of the player's choice.
Against? Oh, is it like a race? Like who can build it up? I wonder if you can go to war. Probably. But doesn't Civ follow real timelines though? Like real historical events? So you build up like Rome and you build up like the Soviet Union or whatever.
I want to show you the launch trailer for Manor Lords.
Let me see this bad boy.
You get about to get a now, Luke, maybe you could even throw up the visual tiny on screen so people can see what Matt's watching. And for the audio listeners, you'll hear the audio from my phone.
It's going to be pretty good, guys. You're not going to want to miss this.
But I think I don't know. I want to show
Damn.
you something.
Yeah,
if
dude.
we had the fucking monitor
Hey,
set up, this would be a lot
All I'm
easier.
saying is for audio listeners and visual, the next minute and 1 second are going to go hard. Go. Let's
probably make a brothel
listen, man. I don't want to play a game
that makes your soldiers, what is it? Their morale go up.
I don't want to play a game unless I can get a little monkey in it.
Well, oh, dude, I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, you can get some monkey in GTA 6.
Oh, you're definitely going to get some monkey. In fact, you're going to have a monkey in GTA 6.
You're fucking with me. Wait, really?
Yeah, because you play as both a male and a female.
Sorry, I thought you meant like the animal monkey, like you get in like a monkey.
There might be a monkey in the game, but no, in the game you do have a monkey.
That's fucking
as in
sweet.
A pussy, a vagina.
I love the idea of them advertising,
Snatch,
like
minge,
gash, slit.
Ooh, some slit.
Yeah, let me get a little slit. Let me get a little hole.
Can I see some slit real quick, please?
Hole is a good one. It's just cutting straight.
God,
to the
that's such a
chase.
nice hole.
I'm going out tonight to hit. I'm hitting the bars. I'm gonna try to get some hole. Try to get a little monkey.
I met this chick with the most fucking beautiful hole I've ever seen.
That gash, that slit. God damn, that hole was nice.
Very fun little terminology, right?
It's great.
There's a bunch of creative words for monkey.
Monkey is the top, though.
Yes.
I think monkey should actually be like in the dictionary. A lot of words have multiple definitions. Monkey just probably has one.
Can I get to you and that monkey? Can I get to you and that monkey?
But I think they should move the animal down as the second definition. And the first definition should be a vagina.
Enjoy these ads. You look slightly out of focus. Never mind.
I'm
I think
back.
I just need my glasses. I need to get some good cleaning solution for my glasses.
Mine are always dirty. Like I don't
Foggy
understand
dirty.
it. I don't touch them
in a way to where like even after I feel like I clean them, they're still a little like hazy.
Like I don't understand. I don't touch my glasses lenses, but every time I put them on after not wearing them, it's like someone took they rubbed their hands in like a thing of McDonald's fries and then just handled my glasses by the lens.
Kind of like what you did with the car that parked in your spot the other day.
Yes, I taught them a lesson for parking in my spot.
Matt wrote a sticky note and put it on their windshield, but made sure to get his fingerprint because it's a person that owns a Mercedes-Benz and the parking spots that we have to pay for.
Yes.
So
and
a good amount for them too.
And let me just make it clear. These parking spots are labeled very clearly on the ground, big, and right in front when you pull in, there's a big sign that says reserved for whatever.
You will get towed if you park here and you're not supposed to.
And you know what? All the time, rich people just go,
Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, you can tell what type of person they are just by the car that is parked in the spot.
Yeah, it's always a really nice rich person's car.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, I know it. I know it's just some fucking rich person that is like, I don't care. I'm just going to park here. So then, Ryan, parks next to them.
I'm going to go get this back to Luke.
Oh, yeah,
Continue
shit.
your story.
I'll tell the story. If it was a regular car that was parking in the spot, maybe I can attribute it to they were, in a rush. They weren't thinking. They definitely, you can't miss the sign that it's a reserved spot. But it's these rich assholes. It's these fucking rich people. They think that, they can just take whatever they want. So I make sure to put a little sticky note on the windshield when that happens. And if a little of my disgusting grubby hand grease gets on the windshield while I'm putting the sticky note on, oops, my bad. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get fingerprints on the windshield. I'm just trying to put the sticky note on. And then it was a very clean windshield. So apologies to the rich person that parked in my spot.
Accidental fingerprints all over their window because it's hard to place the sticky note.
Sure,
right?
So I had to pick it back up several times and put it back, and then I had to pick up the windshield wiper, put it under.
Did you tell him how I parked next to him?
No. You parked Ryan saw they were in my spot, so you pulled in backwards. So you parked as close to the line as you could, and then your side mirror
was essentially touching their door,
so they couldn't open their door. So I'm like, they must have had to climb in through the passenger side.
Well, because in my head it's like if just so they know in the future, instead of going to where guests are supposed to, like, because there's a guest parking area, and if they want to do this again in our parking spots, at least, we're gonna make it a hassle. We're gonna make it a bit tricky. They're gonna leave going, there's fingerprints on my windshield. I have to get in through the passenger side. Like, it's not going to be worth stealing a parking spot from the Super Mega boys.
It's so juvenile, but it's like
it's the only thing that speaks to these people.
And it's always fucking rich people. It's always the nicest ass cars, and I'm like, okay, it's literally just rich people that are being assholes that are like, I don't care if this is reserved. I'm gonna park here. What are they gonna do?
Well, we're gonna park so that you can't get in through the driver's side, and we're going to leave you a sticky note. If fingerprints come from that sticky note,
listen, I have to reach to put it down. I got to press my palm on it to make sure it stays.
Was it do not park here again or something?
It was in all caps. It was do not park here again or you will be towed.
Okay.
So, not mean, but firm.
I think we should just start calling the tow company and just sitting out there and waiting for a tow to happen whenever we see a rich person. Because imagine their shock. They come out because they don't work here.
No, it's always visitors. It's never people that work in this general office space. It's visitors that come here, and there's a lot of rich people that come here. So it's like they just fucking take. And what pisses me off?
Imagine their car's gone.
They'd come out and go, where is it?
Wait.
I go, hey, maybe the sign that says you will be towed if you park here.
What happened to my car? They look at the sign. Car will be towed.
The sign that they saw when they pulled in and chose to still park there, even though there are dozens of parking spots in the parking lot.
Well, they wanted one closer to the building.
Yeah. They didn't want to walk the extra 20 feet.
No.
But I'm down for that.
There's one time I did block someone in. I just parked horizontally.
You literally just parked
because you're there, and I know that you and I are there, so I'm not blocking anyone that really matters.
Yeah, it's and yesterday you were fully within your parking spot. It was your legal right.
I made sure I was in the line. Now, could I have given a little more grace? Sure, but they didn't earn that grace.
The rich, they're assholes. But when they park there, I know what type of person they are.
Yeah.
Because I'm serious. If you guys saw these spots, you know that there is no way to miss that it says reserved and the number and everything on it. So I don't mind being mean to rich people.
Of course not.
It's all right. They got extra money. They can cry over it.
They go pay for a car wash, and they can huff and puff about getting in through the passenger side of their car.
Remember that time?
There's no way they could have gotten.
No.
Like, they could have opened their door, like, not even...
even if they popped your mirror.
Yeah.
Like...
There was no way.
Your mirror was about that far from the door. So unless they're incredibly skinny and they've been taking Ozempic...
It was still a struggle for them to get into their car, regardless.
Well, we made Brent do that once.
Oh, yeah.
Because Brent's car was in the parking lot.
Back in, like, 2019, 2020-ish.
Yeah. I parked my car as close as humanly possible to his driver's side where it still wasn't touching.
He kept blaming me for your shit too. Because real funny.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's my car, but he's blaming you.
Or was this the point where you were driving my... No. You did have your own
It was my
car
Civic.
At this point. Yeah.
It was my little Honda Civic, and I put it there, and he had to climb in through the passenger side. And then he... Real funny, Ryan. And you're like, that wasn't me.
And then he's like, oh, sure. And I'm like, really? It wasn't me. He's like, then who was it? I don't know.
I wonder.
But do the math, Brent.
We're that's the only thing that we'll be Karens about. We'll be little Karens about our parking spots.
Well, it's only because we pay for it.
And they're expensive.
Yeah.
It's actually fucking ridiculous. It's so stupid that parking is that expensive. Dude, parking lot guys, it's such a fucking ripoff. But you can't do anything about it. Like downtown LA, it'll be like $30 parking.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like
they'll start you off like, yeah, it'll be like $20 for the first like 2 hours, and then it's like, what if I have to stay longer than 2 hours? $5 for every hour. Like they're making it up on the spot. Like there is no set rule for how much something costs. They just throw numbers out there.
I got into a fight with
street parking's hard to come by too downtown.
Well, they know that,
especially in like the Koreatown.
Oh, dude, it's the worst in Koreatown. But I got into a fight with a parking lot manager one night in Koreatown because I pulled in and it said $10 parking. So I was like, okay, I pull in, I go get dinner, I come back. The sign had been changed, and now it says $30 parking.
What?
And I'm like, hey, he goes $30, and I was like, no, when I parked here, that sign said 10. Because you just flip the thing. It goes 10, 25, like whatever. And he's like, nope, it's 30. And I was like, dude, I parked here and it was 10. That's why I parked here. It did not say 30. You changed it. And he goes, too bad. Like, I'm so fucking mad.
Did you fork over the 30?
Yeah, because I couldn't get out otherwise. He yelled at me and everything, and I told him to go fuck himself. But what can I do? Parking lot dudes, it's such a ripoff.
Just run through the gate.
$40 fucking parking. When like there's a convention downtown at like Anime Expo or something, I see like $40 to $50 for the day parking. It's like, want to park in this lot? I bet parking lot managers make a lot of money.
Oh, they love it.
Just fucking so stupid.
They love it.
And then you can't even get out unless you abide by their petty little rules.
It shows they can just change the price to $20 more as in your situation.
What am I gonna do?
And
call
literally
the police?
He was like, what are you gonna do about it? So you're like, so you just tricked me into paying more money? Yep. And
then I remember I looked it up online, and he had horrible Yelp reviews, and it was all the same thing.
Just like it said 10, and
then it was like people just being like, this guy is such an asshole that works here. The price was changed on me. And I'm like, okay, let's get the Better Business Bureau on his ass.
I'm down.
He's getting an F- from the BBB.
And maybe even I guess they don't have to do a health inspection for parking garages. If they had vending machines, maybe.
If you have vending machines, does the health inspector? No, because you're not preparing food.
No. That's up to those companies, I'm guessing.
And
vending machines.
Health inspector is supposed to be surprise visit, right?
That's how I always perceived it from like TV and stuff.
Because I remember when I worked fast food, maybe there was someone would tip off, but there'd be a little like heads up, like, hey, health inspector is coming today.
Oh, I do remember at Food Lion, there was this one time they said there's going to be a shopper today, and you're not going to know who it is, but it's going to be from corporate, and they're going to be going around the store, and so just make sure today specifically, you know, you're doing extra.
Dude, that's crazy. You're like an undercover federal informant for fucking like Piggly Wiggly. Like Food Lion. No,
God bless Piggly Wiggly though.
Yeah, dude, Piggly Wiggly, I think they went bankrupt.
Yes.
But I remember just being in the back kitchen at Chick-fil-A goofing off, and all of a sudden I turn around and there would just be like a dude in a very nice button-up shirt with a clipboard just looking around, and my managers would be eyeing me, and I'm like, uh-oh. That's corporate. Fucking corporate, man.
God bless the corporate world.
Listen, if you guys got a problem with the Funny Brothers, take it to Funny Brothers Corporate, not us.
Take it to Funny Brothers
Company Incorporated.
Yeah.
You know, not us. You know, just fucking go straight to corporate, and they won't give a shit. Give me the number to corporate. I'm calling corporate on you.
People calling corporate on like... This stream was 2 hours and 28 minutes, not 2.5 hours, as you allegedly promised earlier.
They did not read my super chat. And then next thing you know,
we get sued for not reading a super chat.
Corporate is coming down on our asses, and
then we have to put all the blame on Luke, and then he's the one that's fired.
Luckily, it works every time. But you know, I love people that threaten corporate at like fast food restaurants when like they don't get something right in the order, or they're waiting too long in the drive-thru. It's like, I'm calling corporate. It's like, what do you think corporate is legitimately going to go fire like the managers here or whatever? Did you get a little was there a little toot there?
Huh?
Was there a little toot?
What are you talking about?
You put your mic down.
What?
By your ass.
Okay, I can't put the mic down.
What are you tooting?
What are you so obsessed with my flatulence for? It's weird.
Where is this coming from, dude?
It's coming out with the fact that you seem overly in tune with wanting to know when I'm farting, how I'm farting.
I wasn't.
Maybe that's my business, Matthew. Maybe that's my personal business.
You put the mic there,
and my struggle. I put the mic here. Does that mean that you get to know everything about my penis? No.
You know what? There.
So
you can put it on the tally board for me. That's
so
the first one.
It is the.
I've seen the tally board. You got a lot. I had 0. So.
Hey, now are they keeping track of that tally board?
I hope so. I hope they've kept up to date because now, I got one cute little toot to my name. Well, it sounded a little bit.
Sounded good. Sounded fine.
I don't have those beautiful flatulent outbursts that you do.
Those big flapping balls of cheeks that I have.
Those
melons that I have that flap together when air pushes past them.
When you're slightly jogging.
Yep.
You can hear the sound, and I love it. But what I love even more is our podcast producers and our executive podcast
whose
producers.
name should be appearing right now. You can see your name if you decided to become a podcast producer or executive producer, and you can do that, by the way. You're like, how do I become a podcast producer or podcast executive producer? Well, you can go over to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/supermega, and you can go and look at all the different tiers we provide. We provide 3. We provide the base tier, which gets you everything, including the behind the scenes look at sketches,
all the
Uncle
content.
Sleepover, like all the content.
All the content is in the $5 basic tier.
And then you have the next tier, the Sticker Club tier.
Yeah.
Which will earn you a podcast producer, like a bass producer credit. Mm-hmm. And you get a fun assortment of stickers / a sticker every month.
Yeah, so in the mail every single month, you're going to get beautiful fucking epic super mega stickers. And you'll get your name in every single new episode of Super Mega Show, as long as you're still signed up. And then executive producer
is the next tier.
You guys get a little something. You get your name in the spot with the emoji next to it that changes.
Yeah,
and we're thinking maybe there's more we might add to the executive producer tier. Who knows? But
we're just we don't want to promise anything, of course. We don't want to talk shop.
That's for us.
Yeah, that's for us to figure out and find out, and for you to gossip about, I guess. I don't know. Right? Just gossip about what people want out of it.
Well, I'm hoping that they'll gossip about it and they won't know that we'll see it and we'll go, that's a good idea.
Okay.
And then we can, pretend like it was our idea.
Some of their ideas. I mean, free ideas.
Dude,
free
they're putting
work,
them out
baby.
there.
Free labor.
Yeah.
That's what companies built on.
Yes, sir. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I almost said Shopify again. Well, we are on Shopify technically, but Spotify, anywhere you can get podcasts, the Funny Brothers are there. We've pitched our tent and we're handing out CDs of our beautiful podcast wherever you go. So thank you for tuning in. If you want, you can rate us 5 stars on whatever service you listen to. It does help the Funny Brothers out. It helps us get up those charts closer to the Joe Rogan experience. So
thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for staying tuned and laughing or sneering, whatever you decided to do during this episode. And I hope you have a lovely morning,
evening,
and good night.
I skipped afternoon. I meant to say afternoon.
Yeah, fuck the afternoon. Hopefully no one's watching this in the afternoon. Yeah, see ya.
It's bad luck.
I guess see some Reddit posts. So, I don't know if any of you are on the Patreon, but on their Super Mega Junior, they mentioned about pinching the head of their penis to stop hiccups. Well, I tried this. Not only did it hurt a lot, but I had to go to the doctor.
After 12 hours in the